much every brand under the sun has one now, and social media has you believing you cannot go a minute longer without one. But is Pre-Poo a necessity? Who is it for? What does it do? And how to use it? Hello friends, and welcome to my channel where we talk about hair care for your natural curls. My name is Irena and these are the French curls. Today's video is going to be dedicated to the Pre-Poo. Pre-Poo is short for pre-shampoo, and a pre-shampoo is a protective treatment that you apply to your hair, scalp or both before you shampoo. We are going to discuss the different types of pre-poos other than bond builders. There is different types of pre-poo treatments to address different needs, such as hydration, nourishment, repair, and scalp health. Let's break it down whilst I style my hair. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss any new videos. And without further ado, let's get right into it. There is baby around me, so he might make a lot of noise, like right now. And if you hear humming sound, it's because I have the fan on. Still is boiling hot in France, so I cannot go without. The most natural and probably the most ancient form of pre-poo is hair oiling. And I love good old hair oiling. I have to admit that it's my favorite type of pre-poo because it unites all the goodies I'm looking for. It helps detangle my hair, nourishes my hair, softens my hair, seals in moisture, and it adds to my overall scalp health. Some oils can penetrate your hair shaft, like coconut, argan, and almond oil, reducing frizz and split ends. Remember, the hydrated hair is less prone to breakage and fraying. Having said that, oils cannot hydrate your hair, only water can do that. But oils can seal in moisture, which is a must if you want to keep your hair hydrated. And when applied before shampooing, it adds a protective layer that protects your hair from the harness of shampoo. Oils can also nourish your hair by delivering nutrients like fatty acids, which results in stronger, more resilient hair with improved elasticity. Ooh, I have to admit, this is my first time trying this gel. Indians and other Southeast Asian countries are famous for their use and rituals around hair oiling and scalp massaging. You'd be tempted to think that they owe their very thick, luscious hair to hair oiling, but we need to be clear that no pre-shampoo treatment, in fact no treatment whatsoever, can change your genetic predisposition to your hair type. We can only naturally enhance what we've been given or chemically alter our hair temporarily. Even for the people that have hair transplants, it's still from their own hair, so their new hair growth will still accompany their genetic predisposition to their hair type. I also like to use oils to pre-detangle my hair before washing, at least to get the bigger knots out. I like to create my own concoctions of oils, and I do have a video on my YouTube channel showing a basic concoction that I often make. It is one of my first videos on this channel, so please be kind if you're gonna go and watch it, because you know the quality is not that good. I still am learning how to film YouTube videos. But if you go and watch that video after this one, you will see that hair oiling doesn't need to be complicated. You don't need to add onion and garlic and a million different things. Of course, you can add whatever you want and you can make it as complicated as you please. If you can't be bothered to prepare your own concoction and you want to buy something that has already been mixed and made ready to go, the one oil that I would recommend that I enjoy personally is the Fable and Main HoliRoots pre-shampoo oil. I use this oil on my scalp, my mitts and ends. I really enjoy using this, not only because the convenience of it being ready to go. I feel that it makes a very positive impact on my hair health and on my scalp health. It also smells yummy. But there are a million different already made oils you can buy. I am not one to avoid mineral oils like the plague, but I think you'll be better off using something more natural without synthetic ingredients added to the mix for pre-shampooing. Please let us know in the comments which are your favorite pre-shampoo oils so we can give them a go. I really want this community to be about learning from each other and going on this curly hair journey together. Overall, oiling is the best, most natural, most affordable, and my favorite form of pre-shampoo treatment. And just before passing to other type of pre-poo treatments, we need to address rosemary oil. There's one study, yes, just the one study, that links rosemary oil to minoxidil 2%, and that was enough to make rosemary oil go viral last year and the year before that. Everybody was using rosemary oil and swearing up and down that the hair had grown exponentially since using the treatment. But the study in itself is actually quite shady and poorly written. I'm going to link it down below for you to peruse. More than the study being shady or people being gullible, is the fact that most dermatologists agree that for minoxidil to be effective, it needs to be in a concentration of at least 5% to stimulate hair growth. So even if rosemary oil can mimic minoxidil at 2%, it's just not enough to achieve the desired effect. Of course, unless you're sensitive or allergic to rosemary or to essential oils, it's not going to do any harm to you to use it. And if you enjoy using it, carry on using it. I actually enjoy using this scalp revival treatment by Briogeo, and I think it's really nice on the scalp and my mids and ends as well. There's definitely nothing wrong with using that oil, so if you enjoy it, just carry on. I told you in one of my previous videos how I am trying the Abby Young method in order to know if it works and to share with you my thoughts, my conclusions and the process. The Abby Young method includes two different types of pre-shampoo treatments. One is a pre, which is a bond repairing treatment, and I have spoken about that one before on my channel. And the other one that I've also spoken about it too is the OGX Coconut Miracle Penetrative Oil. It's this one. Let me preface this by saying that I love silicones. I don't shy away from silicones. However, silicones coat your hair, smoothing the cuticle and giving you an excellent, unbeatable protective layer against heat and other environmental aggressors. But hear me out, the amount of silicones that this serum has, there's nothing penetrating your hair after you apply that, meaning that the coconut oil on this serum, which already is quite low on the ingredient list, won't be doing anything for your hair. And although it did make my hair somewhat easier to detangle, I cannot see much benefit, if any, from this oil unless you have a very oily scalp that needs very frequent washing, or that you need a medicated shampoo that is very harsh, or medicated treatment on your scalp and shampoo is making your hair's life a misery. Then there I can see how a product with so much silicone could potentially be good on your hair. And I didn't like it either as a last step, but a great buy and my favorite product just to detangle my hair before the shower. And that I also feel that it gives some benefits to my hair because it has nice nourishing ingredients. It's the African Pride Aloe and Coconut Water Pre-Shampoo Treatment. It's a detangle and condition pre-shampoo. It makes my knots melt like butter. I really feel it's one of the best pre-shampoo treatments there is, and it's also really affordable, and it also does a great job at adding that protective layer. For that same purpose, to pre-detangle my hair, I also absolutely love the Curl Wow Snag Free pre-shampoo treatment or detangling or pre-shampoo detangling treatment. I think that little product is fabulous. The slip that it gives to the hair is unprecedented. It's amazing. It really is. And I would definitely recommend it. But as it requires you to already be in the shower and already have your hair wet, then really any decent drugstore conditioner will do for that. Because that product loses the convenience of being a pre-poo, like being before the shower. So you don't really need to spend a lot of money for that. So I, just choose a nice, decent conditioner. I'll be definitely trying this routine again. To come to some conclusions. No, you don't need a pre-poo treatment. Pre-shampoo treatments are one of those things that are nice to have, and there are some people that could definitely benefit from using them, but it's certainly not a necessity like shampoo and conditioner and some styling products. But I can definitely say that they have improved my curly hair journey, and they have improved the health of my hair. Even though my hair has bleached and color damaged, pre-shampoo treatments have improved the feeling, the texture, adding elasticity and making it more shiny. It's also really good to have if you need to wash your hair quite frequently, but your mids and ends are quite dry, because it will protect your hair from that first impact of shampoo. It will be a much more gentle process. Remember to let me know what are your favorite pre-poo treatments in the comments down below, so we can all try and experiment with what has worked for one another. Please give me a like if you've liked what you've seen. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and that you share my channel with a friend. The algorithm loves that, and I really want to grow my YouTube channel. I hope you can grow it with me. Having said all that, thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in my next one. Bye bye, guys.